You are on.
Whoa, everybody. Lisa, we can't do it without you, girl.
You need to do it like, what was that show? Home Improvement? Does anyone know what time it is?
It's GTT time. Hey, I like it. Stephen has already come on here and shared our stream. I appreciate it. Weatherman. Hey, we can't do this show without you, my man. Kathleen, today, as we get going in our show, if you're seeing some comments, because I don't have my phone, it's hard for me to see it. But we've already got some likes. My buddy Sean Hackison, Roy Frazier, the weatherman.
Brittany Renee. Who is that chick?
Brittany Renee's my dream girl.
Dream girl.
We're moving in together. Wish me luck. I'm moving in with her in a few days.
I heard you decorated the whole house.
I picked out everything.
That's what I heard.
Picked it all out. Show did. Is it 1 o'clock yet, weatherman? Weatherman, I feel like we're so far apart. We could almost put somebody else in here with us.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Do we have some comments? If you need to interrupt, if you need to interrupt.
Brittany's out here. Can't do it without you guys. She's hooked. You got her hooked.
Got it. She's hooked. She's hooked.
Mr. Dan Elam.
So, hey, if you're going through there and you see anything we need to say.
Ha joke. Katrina joined. Roy Fraser. Love that middle sign. This one, Roy.
Guys, every Wednesday, me and the weatherman, I'm Tommy. I'm Good Time Tommy. I'm hashtag GTT. This is my co-host, a.k.a. the weatherman, Stephen Weathers. Every Wednesday, 1 o'clock, we come to you live on Facebook. As a matter of fact, we have been voted the #1 digital real estate show in Murfreesboro. Congratulations.
We need that.
Get you some of that.
Get some of that to the rest of y'all doing digital shows in Murfreesboro.
Every Wednesday, no matter where we are in the country, we're going to do this. Our goal is to educate as many people about real estate. We also want to be funny and clever. That's why I bring in my sidekick.
That's why I'm here.
We would like to take information in real estate and make it very common where people out there will get a better understanding. So we really need our viewers. We need our audience. We can't do it without the audience.
Can't do it without them.
Can't do it without them. We need people to share. We need people to like this. And, you know, this past week, weatherman.
Jimmy Jam's on here.
Jimmy. This past week, me and Natalie, Michael and Natalie Burt, we went to Memphis for a Garth Brooks concert. And my takeaway from this was how powerful of a connection that Garth Brooks has with the people in the audience. So we've got to connect better to people. So we would really appreciate comments. If there's anything that we're talking about today, if you'd like more information, put a comment in there. We're also going to put this on YouTube. I need everybody to follow us on YouTube. Can you put that on there? Good Time Tommy on YouTube. We need to get you cranked up.
Oh, thank you, Katrina.
What'd she say?
Said I look kind of pretty today.
Well, how about that?
Hey.
So about this time, aka the Weatherman, introduce our sponsors.
And now it's a pleasure to introduce 3 of the people that make this show happen. Without them, we wouldn't be able to feed our families. So coming to us first is one of the best lenders in all of Murfreesboro. We like to call the assassin. Belinda Arender over there at Iberia Bank. We thank you very much for what you do. She definitely goes above and beyond. For the best property management in all of the surrounding areas, Scott Abernathy, and also probably one of the smartest guys you'll ever meet over there with the property management, Reliant Property Management. And none other than our breakfast buddy himself from Mr. Roy Frazier from Farm Bureau Insurance. And he likes to be known as a trout magnet too. The big trout fisherman. Big trout fisherman.
We got all your signs up. We got your contact information.
Ronnie Martin.
Ronnie Martin, hey, the best, hands down commercial banker you're ever going to find. I'm convinced of that. If you're looking to get into real estate investing, I would not do anything without talking to a banker, and it all starts with Ronnie Martin. So, me and the weatherman, we like to come up with very good conversational topics. So the audience, you're more than welcome to participate. You've got a subdivision you would like to mention. please leave it in the comments and we'll talk about that. So today's topic, me and the weatherman are going to talk about our 5 favorite subdivisions. So yours may not be on there. I apologize. I'm going with where I would say are the 5 best in terms of brand recognition, resale, and I've kind of broken this down into price points.
Oh, Chris Stiles, Dan Elam, yep. And Dan does have a great lender too. His wife, Miss Isabel. I want to give her a shout out.
You know what?
She's a wonderful,
on this
wonderful
show,
lender.
If you participate in our show, we don't care.
Exactly right.
We don't care. We appreciate it, Dan. And Isabel Elam is definitely a local lender that we're always going to endorse.
That has a lot of clout. So if her name is on the file, it's a shoe-in for a good offer. So it's definitely hats off to her. Chris Stiles, you already know I'm pretty.
Come in here. Hey, we got a guy in here, Brent Long. Brent, if you want to pull a chair over here, you can participate.
Hey, this is the hottest guy in
He
Murfreesboro
has
right
Brent
now.
Long, 5 houses sold last week. Brent, you want to bring your chair right over here, big guy?
You can do that.
Come over here. Hey, if we've got a question, we'll ask you.
Why's he got a knife out?
You about to cut somebody? You about to cut somebody?
About to.
All right, I'm going to get this started
Let's
off
get
with
started.
my opinion of. Hey, you almost hit the camera there, buddy. I'm going to talk about my favorite. Weatherman, I want you to interject. I'm going to break this down to where it's simple. I'm doing price points, and since Murfreesboro, Tennessee really has our starting price now is almost $200,000, I'm doing $200,000 and under, and where I think that best subdivision is, it's on the west side of town, right over here by our office. It's called Evergreen Farms. It's a product built by Old South Properties, where you can probably find homes in there now. I don't know if you can find anything really under 150. There may be a few in there, but everything is trickled up. It's definitely up to 200. Now they've got new things going in there that are over 200,000. But it is a great subdivision, and it's always been the go-to starter home subdivision that I recommend.
I would have to agree.
They've got how many acres? 500 acres in there?
I don't know, but I think they may have 10,000 houses over there.
They're probably the only builder other than townhomes that can get that kind of product on the market. There are very, very few builders that can do that because of the price point of the lots and what it costs. So kudos to them, they're still doing it. Quit cheating, folks.
I can't see what everybody's
looking at my
saying.
notes.
Number 2, this is where I'm getting a little bit off the track. Some people may agree, some may not. This is a older neighborhood. Corey Carney, I appreciate you liking that, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Maybe I can get you here one day. We're doing 200 to 300,000. This is an older neighborhood, Brent Long. It's on the north side of town.
Who?
Whoa, it's called Riverview. That was my favorite street. Riverview is a neighborhood where you can find some brick ranch homes that are probably anywhere from 1,600 square feet. There's some houses that definitely go above $300,000, but I think a lot of people like the bigger yards.
Yeah.
They got big, wide yards. It's a big, wider street. A lot of character over there. So some of the houses you may have to go in there and spend some money on. But how many houses have you been over there to see, Brent?
Quite a few. I mean, every time one comes up, it's gone.
It sells very
It
fast.
sells. I mean, if I've done a couple open houses over there, and they are loaded with people. I mean, when one comes on the market and you have an open house, you're getting 20 couples on there.
I agree.
You're going to get a lot of people because that subdivision means a lot to the old Murfreesboro people. That is one of those very traditional.
Established trees,
We
bigger
call it
lots.
old money.
Oh, money.
Old money. Now another good neighbor that fits in that, which is a little bit newer than Riverview, is Regionwood. And so not Regency Park, and nothing against Regency Park. Regency Park's a great neighborhood, but there is a difference in the Regionwood and the Regency Park, and it's probably about a $20,000 difference in price.
Regionwood is a beautiful. Hey, Matt and Kira Sloan. Hey, two of our very, very best
client.
friends. Now their home was a little bit above 300,000, but I agree. You can find some stuff in there. It is a very, very nice neighborhood. So my number 1 was Evergreen Farms, and that's really a 200 and under. Riverview is between 200 and 300,000. Now this next one, number 3, I'm going to keep going between 300 and 400. Hey, our viewers are going up. I appreciate the shares.
Hey, you
appreciate
said Reach and Wood Riverview. Hey, everybody jumped on.
I appreciate the people liking this, sharing this. Number 3, I'm going to continue our trend between 200 and under, 200 and 300. Now we're going from 300 to 400. I'm going to be very, very biased about this neighborhood.
This one is solely an opinion only.
Well,
Because this room is full of this. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
well, number 3 for me, between 300 and 400,000, is Puckett Station. The cool thing, Brent, tell us what's so unique about Puckett Station.
Just
Brent lives in Puckett Station.
everybody that lives there, the whole community, it's just a fun atmosphere. How centrally located it is to everything. It's got just a great secure feeling in there from the standpoint of you don't feel like I could walk at 11 o'clock at night and don't feel threatened at all. I mean, there's just a lot of things going for it. But if you got in a couple, a while back, it was in the 200s, not the 300s.
It has gone up. Prices
It's
have
gone
really
up.
gone up in that neighborhood. But I like it's a planned community. You come in, there's townhomes. Then you've got, what is the middle?
The Knolls,
The Knolls. And then you got the rich people section back there, which is
the Preserve.
the Preserve. I mean, that's where Ben Blake, our good buddy, he's built a house back there. Phenomenal house. So there's going to be 2 swimming pools over there, correct? One.
Yep, there's one for the townhomes for the Puckett Downs.
Puckett Down. So
And they're still building. They've actually done so well. They've taken out some of the Knolls homes that were originally planned to be built there, and now they're proceeding with more townhomes. It backs up right to Blackman. The townhomes. I mean, every morning kids are walking to school. They don't even take they don't even take the bus. The parents don't drop them off. It's more convenient for them just to walk across the through the trees to get to school.
You fellas pretty knowledgeable about the Puckett.
he lives there. Brent lives there. So in this room, we got Kathleen, who makes it all happen. We got Brent Long. We've got GTT. We all 3 live over there. Me and Brittany Renee will be closing on Tuesday. So if we got anybody that's looking to help us move, we need you.
Hey, we've got a pocket listing over there if anybody's interested.
Oh, but it's going to be a little bit more than 300,000.
No, it's gonna be in the upper 300,000.
Okay, so
but
hey,
it's a 5-bedroom, the best lot in the Knolls. Backs up to a retention pond and fenced in already. It is an outdoor paradise back there. So
now when is this going to hit the market? Or is it going to hit the market?
I'm hoping to sell it before. So if you contact me before,
Man, we need to put your information on there, Brent. You ought to
We
share
got to
this.
kind of be careful about throwing it too much then.
Well, Brent's got a listing that's coming up in Puckett. So
Coming
number
soon
3,
is what we like to call it.
coming soon. So
coming
number,
soon.
There you go.
Coming soon is what it is.
I want you to be in the real estate police, the real estate jail.
Okay, well, number 3 is Puckett Station. It's off Fortress Boulevard. If you go in there, it's one of the coolest neighborhoods. It was kind of like
Very clean.
It
has a
is very clean.
clean.
There's different
feel to
color
it.
houses in there,
Yeah.
so
It kind of reminds me of like a suburb somewhere,
Yeah.
like you watch the Hysteria Lane, the old
Yeah,
women,
yeah.
women show. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
well, it's
Sidewalks on both sides of the street and lit. It's well lit.
and it's also going to have 2 more entrances, I think. Where you going, Brent? You don't have to answer that right
Belinda's
now.
calling.
Just keep walking.
So
through the camera,
number
big guy. We
1
appreciate it.
was Evergreen Farms, and that's under 200,000. Number 2 was Riverview. That's between 200,000 and 300,000. Number 3 was Puckett Station. That's between 300,000 and 400,000. Number 4, we're staying over here on the west side of town.
Damn right, John.
Big A, hey, that's my best friend, weatherman. Did you know that?
Yeah, I'm trying to take his spot,
You fighting for it?
fighting for it.
Number 4, between 400,000 and 500,000. Keep in mind, Murfreesboro, Tennessee does not have a huge demand
No.
for that.
But we have jumped that gap. It used to be high 4s. Now we have jumped into the high 5s. So that's showing Murfreesboro definitely
We're
progressed.
definitely progressing. So we're going to concentrate between 400,000 and 500,000. Number 4 for me is Marymount Springs. That is a very, very nice subdivision. Have you ever looked around out there, Kathleen?
No.
It's off Rucker Lane.
Very
It's
nice.
very, very nice. In the back, that's like $1 million and up. So we're talking about up there by Rucker Lane. I don't even know. It's a Bob Parks development. There's a lot of his builders over there, but it's a very good subdivision.
It's nice, very nice.
So
Dan said he'll be there helping you virtually move. He'll be in there in spirit.
Dan, why have you not called me back? I'm trying to get you to sit down with my guy, Andy Herzer. I need you to sponsor a table, Dan. I know you're going to do it. And Dan, we need to know, are you still using Zillow? Me and Weatherman want to know if you're still using Zillow leads. Can you give us a hint? Number 5, and this is what I'm going to refer to as like the upper echelon of Murfreesboro. This is like above.
Echelon?
Echelon.
So when we talk bigger houses, we talk bigger vocabulary.
Well, that ain't very big, but
Echelon.
this number 5 is like the highest. Let's just say the upper end price point of Murfreesboro. What? Oakley?
Oh, wrong.
That's not
That's
mine,
good.
but Oakley is a great neighborhood. Mine is not Oakley. Mine, you know, John Jones.
There's actually 2 of them. It could be.
Okay, I'll say the one I'm going to, because you got a different one. I'm going to say Mirabella. I like that berm. I like the entrance. I like how it's laid out. And you probably have to be in the $700,000, $800,000 to get into that neighborhood. So if you're ever driving down Pitts Lane, it's where the berm is. It's got a fence. It's got an entrance to get in, a gated entrance. So that would be my number 5. I think the Weatherman has got one he would like to throw in.
Well, one of them is it's new, it's smaller. There's still got a few houses to build in there, and it's the Sanctuary over by Marymount. It's just a top notch. It's probably going to be a 15 lot neighborhood.
Is that where Bert lives?
It is
Okay.
probably all over 750 and up
Yep.
to $1.5 million. So it's definitely an exclusive. We don't have very many of those, so it's kind of cool to see Murfreesboro with those kind of properties. And so I definitely think that Puckett is definitely on my list. But one of the neighborhoods that I like and I get a lot of criticism for is because of the value is Liberty Valley. And a lot of people don't like Liberty Valley because of the dump. Everybody says the dump on the north side of town, but the dump's been there since the 70s. That's probably the #1 comp area in Rutherford County.
But
And
you
so-
got a belief of why you think that.
because it's one of the only neighborhoods that's Siegel, and it's probably one of the most kid-friendliest neighborhoods in Rutherford County. So if you ever go through there on Saturday, there's basketball goals in the street, there's kids riding bicycles, and Howard Wall did that neighborhood. So it's close to Cherry Lane and 840, so it's just got a pretty good desire, and the price point doesn't very rarely get out of 350. And so it's now the newer stuff's getting a little bit higher than that, but those are 2. And another one I like is Blackman Oaks.
What price point are you just doing?
I'm doing the 3 to 350s.
Okay.
There are very few 200s. Evergreen falls in that category. So the Berkshires, the Liberty Valleys, the Blackman Oaks, those are the 3 that fall in those categories. And what it really comes down to is school districts.
Yep.
We have several school districts in Rutherford County, but 2 right to the top, which is Siegel and Blackman, and then Stewart's Creek is itching up very closely. So, and all it is when people want their kids to go to these schools, and then it creates nice neighborhoods. Nothing against Riverdale and Oakland. I went there. The Garrison Cove is great. There's a lot of other stuff, but those are 3 that I think in that price point are really, really good neighborhoods.
Let's talk about something, Weatherman, because a lot of people may not think this is, it may not matter to them if they don't have kids, but school zones matter where you buy a
I
house.
agree, absolutely.
That is really important. Even if you don't have kids, you don't think you care about the school zone. When it comes to resale, school zones are always very important. Our best performing neighborhoods, like Stephen has said, is always really been Blackman and Siegel. Oakland has underperformed. Riverdale neighborhoods have not performed as well because everybody that's moved in here has wanted their kids to go to Siegel or Blackman. So you need to take that into consideration whenever you're buying a house, even if you don't have kids.
But now my neighborhood above 400 and that 4 to 6 that I think is one of the greatest neighborhoods is Breckenridge. I'm just a big fan of. I'm a big fan of Breckenridge. I think it's a great field. It's a little bit older established. Riverbend was real close between Breckenridge and Riverbend. I just feel Breckenridge has a better pool if you had to pick between one or the other. So I think Breckenridge to me is one of the better ones. A couple we didn't talk about is really what we're in now is now what is the best townhome market?
Well, I was leaving that for last, but one I do.
Well, there we go.
A neighborhood that I forgot to mention, and this was in the upper price point. I thought maybe you were going to say this, but Bear Branch Cove. That's Mirabella and Bear Branch Cove. They really adjoin one another. They're also in the Oakland zone, but Bear Branch Cove is a very, very nice.
Very nice.
I don't think you can buy anything in that neighborhood.
Adam Hall just said they got a new one coming in at Stewart's Creek called Preserve of Stewart's Creek, which I'm assuming is an Old South property.
Yep.
I know it is.
Now,
Which
Adam's
is
also been over Liberty.
and he knows how strong it is. So Stewart's Creek, the reason, guys, Stewart's Creek does so well, in my opinion, is not only because it's brand new, it's close to 840, but all three schools are right there beside each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a one-stop shop. So most of the time, with the way our school systems work, you may have a kid that goes to Siegel Middle, but Mitchell Nelson Elementary. And so you're not on that same street. So, and kids that are zoned for Siegel Elementary are not zoned for Siegel Middle. So what makes Stewart's Creek great is all three schools are together. And more than likely, if you're zoned there, you can drop the kid off at middle school, high school, and elementary school at the same time.
Hey, Adam, what are the price points going to be at the Preserve of Stewart Creek? Do you know, Brent Long?
Preserve Stewart Creek. Oh,
It's going to be kind of like that Berkshire type of house, or
I asked Adam.
they're going to be. It's going to be like the Knolls. It's going to be like Puckett Station.
okay.
Is it really?
Yeah, they're doing the Hardy like that. It's going to be in the 300s.
That'd be really nice.
Oh, hey, that might be on our list before you know it. So the weatherman has asked where I feel like the best townhome condo is, and we'll probably have mixed reviews on this, but not many people know this. Probably 7 or 8 months ago, I almost bought a condo. Did you know that?
No.
You remember?
Yeah.
Almost bought John Jones
That's
Bonds.
right, he sure did. But he got outbid.
I got outbid. So I believe Georgetown condos. What is it called? Georgetown.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's a good one.
So Georgetown is it's really on Northfield Boulevard. That neighborhood, usually they don't even list things over there. You just know somebody that's going to sell one, someone approaches them. But the one I was looking at was I think it was probably 1,900 square feet all on one level, and someone paid $340 for this thing.
Mm-hmm. Very desirable.
Very desirable. Old man living like me. But she went in and she completely redid the place. I think she went all the way down to the studs, went back in there, drywall, new cabinets, new flooring.
I agree with you. What else you got? What else you got?
Well, I'm just going to, Georgetown is a great area. And some people, they may spend between $225,000 to $400,000, but I know people that have gone in there at $225,000, they've ended up putting $100,000 in it. So there's some very, very, very neat places. So Georgetown would be my number one condo townhome.
I like Weston Village. And the reason that I like Weston Village is off 99. They have this cool, creative look. It almost looks like a Puckett look, but those things sold out 3 buildings in advance. And so they're done. They can't build any more. If you get lucky and there's one that comes up, they go usually the first day. We actually do have one coming up, believe it or not.
We do?
We do. We have one that'll be coming up. It's just a great area to be in. I also like the Riverbend condos.
Are those the new world?
Yeah, the ones that are right there on the river. They're very
$590,000.
They are.
Two of them. Most of them are 300.
They are. Landmark built a great house. Rock Bridge, Old South.
I like
that's
Rock
great.
Bridge Cove. They
That's a
put
great one.
transoms above every door.
Yep.
They walk through. It's got a good look. It's nothing like any other Old South product they build.
I agree. That's totally without doubt. And then the one I like that is people get a lot of flack over it. I like the Gateway. I really do. I mean, I like the Swanson stuff at the Gateway.
That's
I
the
think
4-story building over here.
It's pretty nice.
Thompson Lane.
It's very pricey, but you kind of get what you pay for with security, with all the amenities that come with the place. But so if I was a single guy, which I'm not, I'm very happily married. And if my wife would move over there, I would be very happy to move over
What
there.
about your donkey? What would you do with that?
Got rid of my donkey.
Did you really?
Uh-huh. Donkey's gone.
What'd you get rid of your donkey with, man?
Well, we had him processed. Just kidding.
How's he taste?
Just kidding. We give him to a farmer
Did
out
you eat
in,
the sausage?
in Kentucky, I think somewhere. We did give him away.
All right, well, let's go back through this real quick, kids. Number one, under 200,000, Evergreen Farms, Old South product. They were the developer. They were the exclusive builder. Adam Hall did say pricing starts at $263,990. Hey, Belinda Ander, thank you so much for tuning in. We do talk about you quite a bit. Our girl, our go-to girl. She's our go-to girl. Number two, between 200 and 300,000. I put Riverview. Again, that's a neighborhood where a lot of people like going in and remodeling and putting more money into it. Riverview, if I was looking to do a custom remodel,
Yeah.
Riverview would be the place I was going to do that.
You know what Riverview is? Riverview is one of those neighborhoods when you drive through it, it's like, man, I wish I lived over here.
Yep.
It has that feel to it.
I love it. I tell you one thing. Well, never mind. There's one. If I wish it was a little close, you could get to the interstate a little faster.
Well,
That's my only. That's my only.
Well, you just got to go down Broad and get on 840. But it's
Yeah.
not like
Puckett spoiled you.
It has.
Speaking of Puckett, that's our number
Number
three.
three.
Number three, between 300 and 400,000. Puckett Station. It sells out. Hey, that's whenever they were opening up that new section, Brent. They had like 26 lots, and all 26 of them were spoken for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an insanely popular neighborhood. Number four, Marymount Springs. This is between 400, 500,000. Number five, Mirabella is the one that John Jones picked that one this morning. He kind of trumped me, but Bear Branch Cove, that may be just too pricey. I mean, that neighborhood is so nice.
And Oakley is nice too, but Oakley does go from 400 to $1 million. So where Marabella is definitely a 750 and up.
Hey, everybody, please subscribe to my YouTube page. Kathleen has put that in there. We're trying to build our audience. Can they just click on that, Kathleen?
Yes, sir, they can subscribe.
We need you to, would you please
We need you.
subscribe?
Without you.
The best townhome condo is Georgetown, in my opinion. Weatherman, no, where's Weston? Where is
Well,
that?
we got to get you out more.
We do.
Weston is out 99 past the new
No,
Three
is it by
Rivers stuff.
Weston? I mean,
Weston Park, yes.
Okay.
Yep, it's right there beside it. Very, very, if you drive through there, just a unique, great property.
But you know, my buddy Scott Nagy's mom, they have
Right.
theirs. Is it close to that?
It's
or
about 2 miles down the road from it.
Okay.
It's in the next. It's in the next.
We sold a
neighborhood
house
down.
there not too long ago.
Exactly right. Yeah,
6
exactly
months
right.
ago.
In their condos?
They got
Townhomes?
condos. They sold out.
They got condos and houses.
No more condos being built. They all sold out, and they sold out well before. So if you can get an existing one, they go just as soon as they hit the market. And the interstate access is so crucial in today because our traffic is so tough in Murfreesboro. So what you are seeing is these neighborhoods that are close to the interstate are really thriving. Look at Three Rivers. I mean, it's just like hotcakes over there.
And Veterans is so pretty to drive down
It
every
is.
morning. I mean, that's just a pretty little drive to 840 and then jump over whichever
Where
direction
you
you're
want to
going.
go. Yeah.
Jackson Jordan said he could not click on it. I clicked on it, Rough Country, and it went straight to it. So,
I'll send you a private message, Jordan.
said Jackson Jordan. We call him Rough Country around here.
Rough country.
We
So-
miss you, brother.
We do miss you. Now, Rough Country, are you still doing some side landscaping, yard mowing? It's coming up to that time of year. You may want to put your information on here, Rough Country, so we can help you get business if you've got a way to do that. Hey, I do have a little extra I'm going to bring y'all.
Little extra.
Little extra I'm going to start doing next Thursday night for everybody that's still here. I would love for you to tune in. Thursday night at 7 o'clock. We got to start promoting this, Kathleen. We're calling it Straight from the Gut with GTT. And I'm going to talk about my transformation over the last 5 years because I was a very half-assed guy. I performed at about a mediocre's. That's about how I was. I was very mediocre. And I'm very, very passionate about sharing my story. My story is not where I'm at today, Weatherman.
Right.
My story is about I beat mediocrity. I showed a pattern of being very average for 10 years. No, for 35 years, 36 years of my life. And I'm going to talk about the steps that I started taking to improve my. Hey, we got the warden in here, the original Storm. What are you doing, Who Dat?
Causing trouble, what I'm good at.
I like it. So on Thursday nights, it's Straight from the Gut with GTT right here on Thomas C. Davidson. We're also going to have it on the YouTube. Is there anything we have not talked about? Has there been any comments we need to answer?
Nah, I missed it. Bill Wilson joined. Thank you, Bill. Clayton Tank Whitaker, looking good, my man.
Hey, he's my Louisiana guy.
There we go. So we definitely want to thank everybody for tuning in.
Everybody
we appreciate
that's
you.
tuned
We
in,
appreciate,
we appreciate
the
you.
comments and
Rough Country, man, put your information on there if you want some work. We'll try to get you some business, man. Ronnie Martin, my guy when it comes to building wealth through real estate.
Tony
Martin's the
Tony
expert.
Woodall, Dan Elam, Adam Hall.
Tony Woodall's on. He didn't
Tony
say
Woodall.
anything today. Is he still on here? Brother Woodall, I appreciate you coming on here.
And our favorite guy from down south, I guess he's down south. We wish we could see more of him, Mr. Matt Crane.
Matt Crane came up here.
I missed him.
He was here on Friday. Matt Crane is about to take us to another level on our social media.
I believe
So
he
if
can do
you're
that.
looking to learn how to build a social media audience, there's so much that goes into it. And Matt Crane's our guy.
Put your link on here, Matt, so they can find out more about you.
I don't know if he's even on here right now, but if you're on here still, Matt Crane, we need you to put your information, and we need you to know this. We ain't gonna do nothing without you.
Can't
dog.
do it.
Is there anything we've left out?
I think we've been going about 31 minutes. I think we've hit our stride.
All right, guys, everybody that's tuned in, we really appreciate you. We'll be back next Wednesday, as we are every Wednesday at 1 o'clock right here, to talk something about real estate in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. And please subscribe to the YouTube page. Good time, Tommy. Sign up for our newsletter. I'm going to start putting more content out. I need you, folks. Have a great day.